What is up, YouTube? It's Twinn here, and welcome back to Gaming with Twinn, World of Warcraft. Today, Théoin and Stout are going to be leaving the Coldridge Valley and exploring the rest of Dun Morogh proper. Let's jump into the action right away. Alright guys, so here we are in Coldridge Valley at Grillin Whitebeard's encampment. And the last time we played, we were given a quest called A Trip to Ironforge, and I'm just going to read through it to refresh my memory. So Whitebeard said, "The presence of a fire elemental here in Coldridge is no small matter. That earthquake did more than just upset a bunch of trogs. It changed the world enough to tear a gash into the elemental plane. We should submit a report to Ironforge. You wouldn't be willing to take a trip, would you? Don't worry, I have a feeling that you'll do just fine. Talk to Hans Springsprocket by the tunnel on the eastern edge of the valley. He'll point you in the right direction." Alright, so according to the map here, here we are at Whitebeard's encampment. Here is Joran Ironstock's noob zone, our little spawning point where we started the game, and here is Hans Springsprocket right next to Coldridge Pass. So we're going to have to wander our way back through the Coldridge Valley to the Coldridge Pass to meet Hans Springsprocket. But before we go, I just wanted to show you something interesting. The achievements panel down here at the bottom. So this is the achievements panel, and it's more or less a list of things to tick off the bucket list when playing World of Warcraft, and there's actually quite a few achievements in the game, and every time you complete an achievement, you earn some achievement points, and your total achievement points is kind of a way for you to just show off how much you've done in the World of Warcraft. And so, what I wanted to show you guys today is I wanted to draw attention to my recent achievements and show you that I earned an achievement in 2016, I earned one in 2015, and two in 2013, and these are my most recent achievements. I should also have some achievements from 2012, and that just shows you that I have played this game very sporadically. I've started multiple times, and I've never really committed to a character through to the end, and we're going to try to break that tradition today. We're going to try to play through Théoin's quest to the end and get him to max level and in-game content. Alright, so seeing that we've done everything we can in the Coldridge Valley, we are just going to head back through the valley towards Coldridge Pass and talk to Hans Springsprocket. Passing back by Anvilmar, I noticed that there are no more Christmas trees up in the game, and there are no more lanterns hanging from the doorway in Anvilmar, so I guess Christmas time has officially passed in the World of Warcraft. The Trog invasion is still underway here, and Joran Ironstock is still right here fending them off one at a time. Alright, so it looks like we are getting close to the Coldridge Pass. We still have these crag boars around us, and it looks like snow cubs and the ragged young wolves that we've been messing with in the last episode. Here we are. Yeah, this giant structure must be the Coldridge Pass. We've got Mountaineer Thalos ahead of us. He's only level 15. A bunch of the 115 Coldridge Mountaineers. And there is Hans Springsprocket. And this must be the Coldridge Pass. Dun Morogh Alliance territory, Coldridge Pass. We've discovered the Coldridge Pass and earned 35 experience points. Alright, let's talk to Hans Springsprocket. Little gnome.
Good day to you.
A trip to Ironforge. To Ironforge, well, first you'll need to go through Kharanos, and before that you'll have to go through this tunnel. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Looks like there was a cave-in in the tunnel. It doesn't look like we're going to be heading through the tunnel. Dang. Follow that gyrocopter. Did you see that? How the whole cave just crumbled like that? I guess it's good that you got here when you did, and not a minute earlier. While this development makes my job of monitoring the cave entrance much easier, I imagine it makes it a lot harder for you to get to Kharanos. Hey, wait, I've got an idea. The Moroghan airmen have a flight path not far from here. I'll send up a signal, and they should be here to help. I imagine they'll land back over at Anvilmar. Report to Milo Gear Twinge near Anvilmar.
Off and away.
Alright, so we ran all the way over here to the Coldridge Pass just to run back to Anvilmar. Alright, Blizzard, I guess whatever floats your boat. We've got a little camp over here. Interesting. Man, so that was just, yeah, kind of pointless to walk up here. I guess we got to see the beauty of the Coldridge Pass, but for whatever reason they don't want us to walk through it. They, want us to fly over it. Maybe we'll have a good view over the mountains and whatnot. Oh, look at the moon. It looks so cool. And we still have the giant green thing hanging in the sky, which I'm going to take a guess, and I, of course, might be very wrong. But I'm going to guess that when we zoom out and we see Azeroth here, this is where we are on the planet Azeroth right now. I'm going to guess that this giant thing is either Draenor or Outland, and I could be very wrong. I probably am wrong, but that would be my best guess as to what this is. One of the other regions that we can explore. At least I hope. That would be kind of cool. It looks awesome. It looks terrifying, honestly, actually. Yeah, here we are back at Anvilmar, and it looks like we've got a gnome here with a gyrocopter, Milo Gear Twinge. Let's give him a chat.
Honored, I'm sure.
Milo Gear Twinge, reporting for duty. You sent up a distress signal? The weight limit on my gyro is such that I only have enough room for one dwarf. Looks like you're in luck, Théoin. That dwarf woman Jonah told me that most of your personal belongings have been moved inside Anvilmar. Please gather what you'll need, finish up any affairs that remain, and return to me when you're prepared for takeoff. So I need to go and pick up a Coldridge beer flagon, a ragged wolf hide cloak, and some leftover boar meat. And we're going to get a pouch. That's cool, a Coldridge Mountaineer's pouch. That's going to be another bag for one of our slots down here so we can hold more stuff. That's pretty cool.
Very well, then.
Alright, so I guess let's head back into Anvilmar and pick up Théoin's last belongings. It's been fun, guys, but it's time for us to move on out of the Coldridge Valley, out of Anvilmar, and into a more dangerous future. Let's see if we can't find these things. Do we have another quest? It looks like we do with Jonah. Perhaps this is why we've been sitting back this way, so that we can talk to Jonah Ironstock.
How are ya?
Don't forget about us. You're leaving. Make sure you stock up before you head out. More importantly, please speak to Tharic Blackstone once you arrive in Kharanos. Tell him what has happened here in Coldridge, and that we could use some assistance. Hopefully he'll be able to arrange something for us.
Keep
Right,
your
so we'll
feet
pass
on the ground.
the information of how you guys are doing here to Tharic Blackstone in Kharanos. But for right now, it's time to pack our bags. So let's look around and see if we can't find any of this stuff. Oh, it looks like it's all right here for us, maybe. Here's our wolfhide cloak, ragged wolfhide cloak. Here is some leftover boar meat to eat to snack on the way over. And here is a Coldridge beer flagon so we can drink on the flight to Kharanos. I guess Kharanos is probably I think it's another city in Dun Morogh that we'll be able to explore. Time to report back to Mr. Gear Twinge with his gyrocopter. I'll never forget you, level 1 Coldridge defenders, and your constant onslaught against the Trogs. Maybe one day when I'm level 110, I will come back here and smite some Trogs for you. Who knows? Alright, Milo. I got all my stuff together.
Hi, how are you?
I'm ready to head out. Are you absolutely certain you've taken care of everything? You won't have time to turn back. Took you long enough. Hold on tight and take a good hard look. Chances are you won't be coming back here for quite some time.
Very good.
Oh man, here we go. Is this thing on? Hello? There's the Coldridge Pass. Ah, there you are. Hello! I figured that while you're flying to Kharanos, I'd give you some data about what's going on outside of Coldridge Valley. We're definitely leaving the valley now. It seems you Coldridge folks are dreadfully underinformed about the events of the last few days. If you thought you had problems with trolls in Coldridge, wait till you get to Kharanos. That big cataclysm got the trolls all stirred up out here. Look at Stout down there running along with us. Holy smokes. Wow, look at that giant vehicle. And if you look to your left, you'll see that the gnomes have retaken Dun Morogh. Hooray for us. Awesome. I guess there was a war for it at some point. There's plenty else going on out here too. We've opened up the path to the airport. There's rumors of dark irons in the east. Oh, and I think something weird is going on with that dwarf king, Magni. I want to check that out. I want to check it out. And here we are. Welcome to Kharanos. Watch your step on the way out. And he disappears. Alright guys, here we are in Kharanos, another city in Dun Morogh, and I'm just going to check the map to see where we are. Alright, so here was the Coldridge Valley, and it looks like we have taken a helicopter ride over here to Kharanos, a city just to the northeast, and smack in the middle of Dun Morogh. We have Ironforge Mountaineers out here now. This guy's on level 15, and Kharanos Mountaineers that are only level 7. Not too tough. And here is Tharic Blackstone, whom we need to talk to for Jonah, on Jonah's behalf.
Talk to me.
Coldridge Valley. I've got my own problems here. What? They can't deal with a couple of trogs and trolls and incursions from the elemental plane? Actually, on second thought, that's kind of a lot. I'm surprised they're doing as well as they are. I'll see what I can do.
Watch your back.
Funny guy. Alright, so it looks like a bunch of quests just became available in Kharanos, but we're going to explore the town a little bit. We've got mountaineers protecting us, set up on the hillside, all with their blunderbusses. Who is this? This is Griff Wildheart, the hunter trainer.
I'm your dwarf!
Can we do anything yet? Before beginning a hunt, it is wise to ask someone what you are looking for before you begin looking for.
First round's on you!
That makes sense. How funny. Let's see, this building. Let's find out what this is. We've got a weaponsmith here to the left. We've got a blacksmithing trainer. Ooh, blacksmithing, that sounds like fun. Armorer, blacksmithing supplies. Kogan Forge.
How are you? What's on your mind?
Can't talk to him. Okay, so this is just a smith. Wonder if the weaponsmith has any guns.
How are ya?
Two-handed sword, axe, walking stick, tomahawk, cudgel. A cudgel is one hand, it's a mace. Interesting. Stiletto, gladius, and a wooden mallet. Yep, we have no blunderbusses here.
Safe travels.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to stick with the ranged attack. That's just more fun for me right now. We've got a blacksmithing trainer.
No.
Who can teach me how to blacksmith. I wonder if blacksmithing is how you create guns. If blacksmithing is how you create guns, then I will definitely be a blacksmith. I'm not exactly sure if that's the case, though. It doesn't look like it so far. Looks like it's mainly different kinds of heavy armors.
Safe travels.
Cloth and leather armor merchant. Armor...
You got my attention.
I wonder if there's like a crafting profession of some kind that you can
Off with you.
use to make guns. Not exactly sure. We've got blacksmithing supplies here. So yeah, if someone wants to be a blacksmith, I guess this is the place to start out in that profession. Over here is a path to the north out of Kharanos. We've got the road south. Looks like it heads back towards Amvilmar, and I kind of get the urge to explore that way just so I can see what's on this path. I know the flight is really just supposed to skip over this area for us, but it looks like there was some stuff going on. Might be interesting, worth a look. Oh man, there's someone going by on there's Mr. 10-inch Totem again, level 7. Here, going by on a motorcycle. Oh, interesting. Just riding around. Alright. This building Looks like it might be like an inn or a pub of some kind. Transporter. And this Ragnar Thunderbolt has a quest for us.
What's on your mind?
Beer-basted boar ribs. Nothing my tavern patrons enjoy more than some beer-basted boar ribs. Only problem is, the local trapper who used to bring me supplies enlisted in the King's army to help with the war on the Alliance front. Maybe you can help me out. If you bring me some boar ribs and a Rhapsody malt from the tavern here, I'll give you the family recipe for my famous beer-basted boar ribs, not to mention a free sample. The secret's in the malt. Alright, so he wants us to go get 4 tender boar ribs and a mug of Rhapsody malt. I think we can do that. And we'll learn how to cook a new recipe, which would be cool. We can start off the cooking profession, so professions are a thing you can do in World of Warcraft that have to do with the economy, and I wonder where we see that. Here is professions. So you pick 2 professions out of quite a few different professions, but everybody gets to do these 4. So everybody can do first aid, cooking, fishing, and archaeology, but out of all of the more specific professions, we can only pick 2. So that'll be a very important decision. I know you can switch if you want to, but you lose all the progress in the profession that you switched away from, and it's not like you can switch back and have your progress back. So yeah, that's a pretty big decision to make. I think I want one of my professions to allow me to create the blunderbusses and guns that I like, and the other profession to be a gathering one that supports that. So we've got a stable master here.
Welcome.
I'd like to stable my pet here. Greetings, Hunter. I can help you. I can help stable your pets or assist you in recovering lost companions. I'm looking for a lost companion. Nope, we don't have any lost companions, of course, but
Keep your feet on
that's
the
kind of cool.
ground.
So I guess I can stable pets, maybe so that I can have different animals as my pets. I do have this. What do I have here? I can call Stout, revive pet. I'm going to look at my spellbook. So this is my spellbook and abilities, and I think, maybe I don't have it yet. I think there's an ability that I'll get that will allow me to, I guess, walk up to a creature and make it my pet. Let's see, dismiss pet, beast lore. That's to gather information. Tame beast. Tames a beast to be your companion. If you lose the beast's attention for any reason, the taming process will fail. So yeah, this tame beast ability is pretty cool. It's going to let us just walk up to certain kinds of creatures, and we'll be able to tame them and make them our pets. So we'll be able to have more than just Stout the bear, and I'll be able to go to a stable master and drop off pets and take out different pets. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun. Let's see what Rehold Barley Brew here wants from us.
You got my attention?
I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing's in my blood. I just need to find the right recipe. The Frostmane trolls grow a plant, Shimmerweed, up on Shimmer Ridge to the northwest. They use it in their strange tribal rituals. We haven't found much use for it, but it has a unique taste, and I want to experiment with it in my brews. Obtaining the Shimmerweed will be dangerous, but I'll pay well for any you can borrow from the baskets in the troll village. Alright, so he wants us to bring 7 Shimmerweed to Rehold Barley Brew in Kharanos. And we're going to get some Shimmerweed Brewer Treads. That will be 1 armor better than what we've got now, and 625 experience. Where are we at right now? We are 91% to level 6, and we are definitely less than 600 experience away from being level 6 in World of Warcraft, which is pretty exciting. Let's keep exploring around. See if we can pick up some more quests before we head out. We've discovered Thunderbrew Distillery. I guess they make alcohol here. That's pretty cool. Wow, we've got a whole inn going on. Priest trainer. There's the innkeeper, the warrior trainer, general supplies, first aid trainer. Let's see what they've got.
You got my attention?
Let's actually sell this shed fur, and let's put our pouch.
I can't equip that.
I can't equip that. Why not? Right click to open. Oh, so it's a pouch for me to open up. Here's my Hearthstone. Here's some tough jerky. We'll go ahead and sell that. Well, I guess we'll be cooking soon enough and need meat. We can just go collect it. It's no big deal.
Off with you.
All right, let's check this out. Right click to open. Leftover boar meat, Stormhammer Stout, Coldridge Mountaineer's pouch, Ragged Wolf hide cloak. Interesting. So this is loot that we're receiving right now. That's cool. We've got some boar meat to heal up. We've got some Stormhammer Stout, a typical alcoholic beverage. And we got a Ragged Wolf hide cloak, which we're not even wearing a cloak right now, so that will be cool. There we go, look at that. Our armor is up to 29 now, and we look pretty cool for just being a level 5 dwarf here in Dun Morogh. So when I look at the general supplies, they've got some bags. Oh, we also got the Coldridge Mountaineer's pouch, which is a 6-slot bag. That's pretty cool. He's got water, pouches, wrapping paper, and wood, which I guess is a crafting thing. So crafting must be a profession that we can do. Here's the first aid trainer.
What can I do for you?
And we definitely want to learn apprentice aid. We've got the coin for it. So this is going to be our first profession. Awesome. New recipe learned. Linen bandage. Interesting. So
See you soon.
let's look at our professions. We now have first aid. We're a level 1. We're an apprentice. And we can create linen bandages out of linen cloth that we find. And the bandages heal 120 damage over 6 seconds. I wonder if they'll be useful to us at all. I've got the innkeeper here, which, if I remember right from when I played before, I believe this hearthstone, which I haven't even talked about, this hearthstone is a stone that will return us home. If we're out in the wilderness and we don't feel like walking back, the hearthstone can return you to, I guess, your current home. And it has a 30-minute cooldown, so you can only use it every so often. Right now it's set to be an Anvilmar. I think if I talk to this guy, I can set my hearthstone. Yes, make this in your home.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Yes. Awesome. So now my hearthstone is tuned to... What is that? Huh. Now my hearthstone is tuned to the Thunder Brew Distillery, so I can teleport back here anytime I want to, with a 30-minute cooldown, of course. Let's keep exploring around. Let's head back here. We've got the cooking trainer, who has a quest for us. We definitely want to start that. Ooh, here's the rogue trainer, hiding out in the back. Look at this dwarven rogue. What an interesting class choice for a dwarf. Let's talk to him.
You got my attention.
First, let's go to train me. Let's become apprentice cooks, so we can cook now. New recipe learned: roasted boar meat and herb-baked egg. So we'll want to go kill us some boar. Also charred wolf meat. So we can cook boar and wolf, and we can cook eggs, and that'll get our cooking level up. So we'll definitely want to be doing that in the near future. And so we've got some recipes: spiced bread that we can learn. Takes a simple flour and mild spices. We'll go ahead and learn that. Why not? And
See
then
you
we'll talk to
soon.
him about the quest.
How are ya?
Honor students. I see a lot of young dwarves at my door, eager to learn the trade of cooking. And if there's one thing a cook needs more than anything, it's a cleaver. I have a list of students who scored high in their lessons and earned an honorary cleaver. Take my list to Golnir Bouldertoe in Ironforge. He'll get the cleavers ready. The fastest way to Ironforge is on a griffin, so bring the list to our griffin master, Brolan Galebeard, and speak with him about transport to Ironforge. I need to bring Grimlock's list to Brolan Galebeard in Kharanos.
Off with you.
Alright. So it sounds like we're going to take a journey to Ironforge. But first, I just want to point out, look at these flies flying all around this nasty-looking meat. And this guy is the dwarven cooking trainer. That's pretty gross. We do have some alcohol over here. Oh, and it goes down further. I didn't even notice this. We've got barrels of different alcohols down here. This guy named Jarvan Thunderbrew, the namesake of the distillery. We've got a bedroom down here, it looks like. A room you can stay in. Look at that pig's head on the wall. It's pretty cool. Includes a fireplace, some food and alcohol. Is that spilling over just drawn on there? Yeah, that's some pretty bad texturing. I know this is an MMO, but that's just kind of funny. The froth is just painted on as a texture on the flagon, but whatever, you know, who am I to judge? Let's go over here. Is this another room? Yes, this is a room with 2 beds, so this is this is, I guess, the inn is, you know, it's a hotel, kind of, and, this is a room with 2 beds if you need that. That's pretty cool. Realistic. Keep the alcohol down here. We've got guns and shields and weapons everywhere, and alcohol all over the place. So interesting. Alright, we'll head out of here. We've got several quests. First aid trainer, general supplies. We've already seen these guys. Priest trainer. Let's head upstairs. We've got the shaman trainer. Random guy named Yori Kraken.
What's on your mind?
Paladin trainer and mage trainer. Very cool. Alright, we're gonna head out. We've got 3 quests now. We've got, one guy wants us to collect shimmerweed so that he can experiment with it in brewing. Another guy wants us to bring him boar ribs and malt so he can make a special kind of rib. And these both sound like very dwarven quests to me. We've got another quest that we can pick up over here. Tradesman and profession trainer. Huh.
Need assistance?
I can teach you the basics of any gathering or production profession, but that's all. To learn more than an apprentice's skills, you'll need to visit a specialist dedicated to only one profession. You can learn up to 2 professions, 2 gathering, 2 production, or 1 of each. I probably need to do 1 of each. Secondary skills, like archaeology, cooking, first aid, and fishing, don't count towards your 2 professions. You can learn as many of those as you like. Tell me about production professions. So we've got, engineering is probably the one that we want. Engineering allows you to construct a wide variety of useful, amazing, and just plain weird items, like rifles and scopes, motorcycles, and mechanical squirrels. However, many of these are only usable by yourself or other engineers, such as special goggles, mechanical additions to belts, boots, gloves, and cloaks, and flying machines. Most raw engineering materials are metals gathered by mining, so the 2 professions pair well. Awesome. So, guys, I'm just going to make the executive decision and become an engineer. I'm an engineer in real life, so we're going to train in engineering, and then we're going to talk, and we're going to train in mining.
Hi, how are you?
Mining is one of my favorite things in other games. Train me in mining. Awesome. I am a... I have to hit train. Would you like to learn mining as your first one? Yes. So, in RuneScape, actually my first 99 was mining. It's my favorite thing to do in RuneScape, and so I'm very happy to be a miner in World of Warcraft, and mining just seems to go well with a dwarf anyways. That just makes sense. Let's go back to production. Let's go to engineering. Let's train in engineering. Apprentice engineer. Yes, I am sure. Rough blasting powder and rough dynamite. So we need to be level 30 engineering to pick up anything else. Look at this. We can make a rough boomstick at 50 engineering.
Off and away.
So if I go into my professions now, I've got mining and engineering. Mining skills, I can smelt copper. I need copper ore to do that. A bunch of unlearned things. Engineering, I can make rough blasting powder out of rough stone and rough dynamite out of rough blasting powder and linen cloth. That's pretty cool. I wonder if I can use dynamite in combat or something. Inflicts 90 fire damage in a 5-yard radius. That's pretty cool. Guys, I'm pretty excited about this. We're going to be a dwarven engineer with rifles and scopes and whatnot. That's so cool. I'm loving this already. The role-playing in this is going to be so much fun. Alright, we've got Quartermaster Glenna here, Covert Operative, and Captain Tharin. Oh, here's the pet trainer. Let's talk
What's
to
on your mind?
Peria here. You've come for training in order to pass it on to your pets? How do I train my pet? Just like hunters, pets can choose specializations. Ferocious pets like cats can dish out damage but can't take it as well. Tenacious pets like turtles are more defensive and can occupy an enemy's attention while you stay at range. Cunning pets like spiders have a mix of offensive and defensive abilities and are particularly useful in battlegrounds and arenas. Each pet comes with a default specialization, but you can change it if you like.
Off with
That's
ya.
some good information. I think the bear is a tenacious pet. I think we can click on him. Let's see if we can learn some information about Stout. I'm not sure how to see his information. Maybe I'll figure it out later. Who knows? Let's talk to the tradesman here. See what he's got. Mining pick. Oh, that's gonna be necessary. Did I buy one yet? No, not yet. I thought I might have accidentally bought it. Okay, so mining pick, 1 to 3 damage. Plus 10 mining does not need to be equipped. Requires mining 1. Blacksmith hammer. Copper rod needed by an enchanter. Simple flour. Oh, that's for cooking. And mild spice. Oh, these are 2 things that we can use for cooking. That's cool. Coarse thread, weak flux. Used by blacksmiths to remove impurities. Crystal vial, shiny bauble. Bleach, light parchment, jeweler's kit, blue dye, red dye, salt, light parchment. Virtuoso inking set. How interesting. Skinning knife, herbalist spade, fishing pole. Why can't we... 2-handed fishing pole, 1 to 2 damage, speed 3. Oh, I mean, I guess we need to learn the fishing skill before we can buy a fishing pole, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and buy the mining pick so that we can mine faster, I guess. And let's buy some simple flour. Oh, 5 at a time. I guess that's pretty cheap. And let's cook with it. See some cooking for the first time. It won't be long before we're out of supplies too, Captain. Between the trolls and the Yeti raids, we'll be down to half rations within a week. We can't keep up the operations much longer. Delbur and his team must launch their attack from Steel Grill's depot as soon as possible. Delbur and his men are working overtime, Captain. He has devised a means of delivering an assault team to the rear flank of the battle. We've also secured air support for the operation, and will be ready to deploy soon. If any of your men want to join the assault team, just send them to Delbur. Glad to hear it. I'll send Delbur any forces I can spare. Guys, I think that's a little bit of foreshadowing to what's about to happen as soon as we talk to Captain Théoin, and it sounds very interesting to say the least. But first, we're going to try out the cooking skill and see how this goes. I guess we need to set up a fire. Do we need a fire? Cooking. Okay, spiced bread. We have the ingredients. Can we just create them? Requires cooking fire. Alright, good to know. So we're going to place a cooking fire. We're going to place it right here. Cool. We've got a little fire going. And then we're going to make 10 spiced bread and see how far it raises us. So right now we are 1 out of 75 in apprentice cooking. We're going to create some spiced bread. Let's see what this does. Restores 162 health over 18 seconds. Must remain seated while eating. And we are increasing our cooking very quickly. Look at that guy running around with his motorcycle. That's so funny. It raised our cooking to 11. It looks like we got 1 level in cooking for every single spice bread that we made. And okay, the sell price for the spice bread is 50 bronze. Let's see, how much do the ingredients cost?
Talk to me.
10 and 24. So we're actually making money doing this. Or is it 50 for 10? Let's see. It's 50 for all 10 of the spiced bread. So really, see, it's 24 and 34 for 1 set of ingredients for 5. So 2 of that would be 68 bronze, and we get 50 bronze out of it. So we're actually losing 18 bronze per every 10 spiced bread that we
Watch
make.
your back.
Interesting. So we can basically trade money for cooking levels that way. I'm guessing probably only up to 75. And I guess the next thing we should do is talk to Captain Théoin and get the show on the road. Alright, so Captain Théoin. Frostmane aggression. The Cataclysm has thrown the balance of power in Dun Morogh into question, Théoin. Without warning, a wave of trogs emerged from the caves near Dun Morogh and overran the Frostmane trolls. The trolls have been migrating east ever since. There's always been a Frostmane presence up on Shimmer Ridge to the northwest, but with the migration, the trolls now surround us. We can't allow the trolls to use this position to their advantage. While my men hold the line in the east, strike against Shimmer Ridge. Alright guys, so our objective for this quest is going to be to kill 5 Frostmane Seers and 7 Frostmane Snowstriders on Shimmer Ridge. And it looks like that may be the same place that we need to collect Shimmerweed for the Perfect Stout quest, so that's kind of nice. Let's see, we're getting bogged down in the fight against the Frostmane Trolls. So these guys are, I guess, Captain, what's his name here? Captain Tharin here and Quartermaster Glenna are discussing the fate of Kharanos, it looks like. Alright, so I guess we'll head out. Are there any more quests for us to do here? I guess we could head to Iron Forge and check that out, but I think I'd rather go take on the Frostmane Trolls for right now. Let's see where that is on the map. So here we are in Kharanos, and it looks like Shimmerweed and the Frostmanes can be found to the northwest of camp. So we're going to head out on our way. We've dealt with the Frostmanes before, so this shouldn't be too challenging. Especially with Stout by our side. Okay, so these wolves, you'll notice that their names above their head are red. This means that they're aggressive, which means we can't just walk past them. We're actually going to have to fight our way through the World of Warcraft now, which I'm pretty excited about, to be honest. Yeah, those guys are a little tough. They give 148 XP each, which means we're going to level up pretty soon just from combat. It's very nice. Oh, we're also looking for the boar ribs, so if we come across any boars. So this little cub, he's not aggressive, because he's just a little thing. He's not looking for a fight. But this guy over here, this guy's definitely looking for a fight. Yeah, level 6. 6 down, 104 to go. Making good time, guys. Alright. Oh, this requires herbalism. Okay, that's not our profession. We're doing mining and engineering, so it's not our thing. It looks like we are perhaps going to pass another quest. Look at these. These are like mechanical spiders with a smokestack up top and a mounted gun on the front. I guess defending this pass. I think the gnomes are a very engineering bunch, so this is probably a path to gnomes. There's a Ironforge Mountaineer on a ram just running by. Clara Deepstone. Let's chat.
What can I do for you?
Ciara Deepstone, pardon me. Bound for Kharanos. I was supposed to be bringing these casks of ale to the inn in Kharanos. They contain a mysterious new ale produced by an upstart brewery based in Brunal Village. As I was leaving town, I was attacked by a Frostmane Troll raiding party. It's going to take me days to repair the wagon. I don't suppose you'd be willing to do me a favor, will you? These big kegs aren't going anywhere, but I have some smaller sample casks. Would you bring them to Kharanos for me? Just follow the road to the southeast. So bring the sample casks to the innkeeper, Belm, at the Thunderbrew Distillery in Kharanos. And we'll get some, a little bit of XP, some bread,
travels.
and spring water. Interesting. So we can just turn that in the next time we're in Kharanos. But check out this gate. It's like it's warning us to not go through here. And that quest basically was telling us to turn back, so New Tinkertown, Chillbreeze Valley. No Moragan recruits. So yeah, this definitely. So this is the road to New Tinkertown, which is the gnomes' home, and they've got these warning beacons all up and down this road. It looks like. Huh. How interesting. We need to be up there, and I'm not exactly sure how to get up there. It looks like I can see the tops of what looks like maybe like a teepee that the Frostmane Trolls have set up. They're kind of like a tribal civilization. The trolls. Let's see if we can't find a path up the mountainside. Look at that pipe running through the mountain. I wonder what the purpose of this giant spinning thing is. I wonder if it's like generating energy or something. I'm guessing there should be a path somewhere. Oh, maybe over here to the right. Discovered Shimmer Ridge. Guys, it looks like we found the base of the Frostmane camp here, and we're going to be collecting Shimmerweed and taking out some Frostmane trolls. Let's see if they're aggressive or not. Look, we've got skulls set up here warning us not to encroach on their territory, but we're going to do it anyways. I guess these baskets contain the Shimmerweed. Here's some Shimmerweed. There's 1 of 7. And there's a Frostmane Seer. Oh, there's quite a few Frostmanes around here. This is going to be our first encounter that is completely aggressive. And so that's going to be just a tad more challenging because we can be ganged up on by several of these guys. So we're going to try to just pick off 1 or 2 at a time. Be smart. I got the concussive shot off on the Seer. And here comes a Snowstrider. Needs to help. And the bear is just engaging. Stout's not, he's not waiting. He's just rushing in for the fight. That's okay. Alright, we cleared those guys out. Here's some Shimmerweed linen cloth that we can use for engineering and for our first aid profession. And 13 bronze. We're up to 6 silver and 81 bronze. Got some new stuff. Alright. Let's keep taking out these trolls. Looks like he had an ability called Snowball. He's gonna throw a snowball at me. I really like the concussive shot. It's pretty cool. The Cobra shot's definitely more useful, but it's nice to be able to half their speed as they're approaching. Casting a spell of some kind. And what level are these guys anyways? They're only level 5, so that's why they're really not putting up much of a fight, because we already hit level 6. Oh, here are these casks that we're supposed to be, or these baskets we're supposed to be searching for Shimmerweed. We got 4 out of 7. Here's 5 out of 7. And we've cleared out this part of camp. There's some more people over here. Wow, look at that. That big, like, drum, I guess. Yeah, that's a big tribal drum with a face on it. Oh, and here are some cragabores. We can, I guess we can hunt these guys to try to get our tender boar ribs, I wonder. So this is like their food supply. They must, these are tame cragabores, so yeah, these guys must herd these and tame them. I wonder if they're like pets for the trolls. I wonder if you start the game as a troll hunter if you start off with a crag boar as your pet. That sounds fitting, I guess. We're hitting 63. That was a 58. I think that was just the rest of his health, but I think I hit a 63 with my Cobra shot. Let's see on the Seer. 64. Look at that. 62. That is some good damage and some copper. And here is the last Shimmerweed that we need for the perfect stout. And the last thing we need to do is just to take on some more Seers and Snowstriders. Lightning bolts. Hit me for 12.
I need a target.
These guys are only dropping 75 XP for me right now. Alright, so we've got enough Seers slain. We need to take out a few more of these Snowstriders while we're here. Whoa, hey buddy. What's up? This guy's a level 6. His name's Scrunchies. That's cool. It's always fun when you run into somebody else in World of Warcraft. It does feel like a rather kind of open and empty world right now, but that's mostly because we're in the noob zones. When you go into the big cities, there are lots of players everywhere. But the wilderness, it's normally pretty sparse. I bet in-game content has a lot of people. Most of the people that play this game, you know, very likely already have characters at the max level. Alright, is that it? No, we need one more Frostmane Snowstrider to be slain. Let's see if we can't find another one. And then we'll be good in this area. There's a Seer up the road, it looks like. Let's take on one of these boars.
I don't have a target.
Did he drop anything? No. Oh, that's kind of sad. He didn't really do anything to me. Let's see the lightning bolt. I didn't get to see how much damage it dealt. Not enough to pose a threat right now. There's a Snow Strider respawned. Now the concussive shot matters. Awesome. Was that a 130? I wonder if that was a combined hit between me and the bear at the same time. I'm not sure if the game does that. If it'll combine the damage of multiple strikes that happen at the same time. But 130 seems like a mighty big hit for my Cobra shot. 64. Maybe it was like a critical hit.
I need a target.
I'm not sure. I need to start paying attention to my DPS more closely. So one thing I've noticed is that even though the damage of my Cobra shot scales up, like right now it's doing 80 physical damage per shot, the focus required to cast it has not changed, and I still only have 100 focus. So that is like a hard limit on how many times you can cast that spell in a short amount of time. Look, there's a road over here. Is this the road back to... Yeah, this is a road back to Kharanos. We've got, it looks like, an Ironforge banner. We've got some Ironforge mountaineers hanging out over here. And they're only 15.
Great to meet you.
Defending the area. Whoa. That, I believe, is Ironforge. Let's check the map. I mean, we haven't... Oh, Ironforge. Yep, that is Ironforge. Wow. We're looking at it from a distance. We've got mountaineers guarding the road up to Ironforge. That is just incredible. We will be there very soon. When we get back to town, I'll go ahead and do the Honor Students quest, and I believe we're going to take a griffin ride into Ironforge. Get to check it out a little bit. That'll be exciting. Okay, so let's head back to Kharanos. We've got crag boar down here, and we need to be hunting them for their tender boar ribs. So let's go ahead and take some of these guys out. Take some of these boars out. And there are some tender boar ribs. We're going to be able to use cooking. I wonder, I think we have the recipe to cook boar ribs right now. So we can increase our cooking skill a little bit. I know we made some spice bread earlier. We can cook some of this boar meat and sell it. Steel Grill Depot that I just discovered out here. Huh. I guess that's this building over here. Oh my goodness. What did we just walk up on? Swift Yellow Mechanostrider. Swift Green Mechanostrider. Mechanostrider Merchant. Riding Trainer.
Need assistance?
Apprentice riding requires level 20, so as soon as we hit level 20, we'll be able to ride mounts, and that's going to be exciting. Apparently we can come back here and buy these little... They're like robotic ostriches. I don't know how else to describe these things. They're really interesting. But yeah, I guess these are mounts. And look, we've got one of these, one of the gnomish spider droids, I guess, being worked on by some gnomish technicians here. And there's all kinds of work going on over here. I'm not exactly sure what this does, covert operative, but I'm sure we'll get to explore this in the near future. We're going to head back up the road to Kharanos and turn in these quests. So we've got the Frostmane Aggression ready to turn in to the Captain. And then we've got the Perfect Stout. We've got some Shimmerweed for that guy to try in his experimental brewing. See if it tastes any good. String of wolf meat. The wolf was in our path, but here... Oh, there's another one. Snow Tracker Wolf. These guys are level 6, so they actually are... They actually should give some okay XP. 75, same as the trolls. And here's a boar. We need to be hunting these guys right now. We have 1 out of the 4 boar ribs that we need. There's a second. Hey, there's another crag boar. go ahead and take care of this quest while we're out here. Turn them all in at once. Okay, we just need one more crag boar to drop some tinder ribs, and we'll be good for this quest. There's a snow cub, an alpine hare. There's an iron forge mountaineer, level 15. They could tear us up right now if we were aggressive towards them. There's a wolf in the distance. We're looking for a boar. And as hunters, I believe at some point we'll have the ability to find certain NPC targets on our mini-map here. I'm pretty sure that's one of the perks of being a hunter. That would be super useful right now if I could just pinpoint the location of a boar. But I'm not exactly sure. That looks like... Is that the same path to Dun Morogh that we just looked at earlier? Yes. Here's the here's Shimmer Ridge, and this is the path through to New Tinkertown in the distance, and then to the right is Iron Forge. So really, Dun Morogh and Iron Forge are actually pretty close to one another. You see any boars anywhere? We've got a wolf. We need a crag boar. We just need one more to drop its tinder ribs. Stringy wolf meat and shed fur. I think we know that recipe. I think wolf meat and beer ribs, I think, are the two things that we can cook right now. Along with spiced bread and maybe something else. Yeah, we've got quite a few quests to turn in. Here's a gnome who's away right now. This is another player. Brala Jenkins, level 1. Just getting started and just kind of hanging out. Looks like a mage. Got a little staff, or a warlock maybe. Got a little staff on his back. That's cool. Good luck, fella. Wounded mountaineers. These guys are just hanging out after combat. I mean, I want to go turn these quests in, but at the same time, I really just want to find one more crag boar. See if we can't finish that quest off. Maybe some have respawned. Let's take a look. We've got mountaineers patrolling this road to the north. There's the Dun Morogh camp to the west. We've got, what is this down here? Wow. Aussie Trogglebolt. The little gnome lives in here. What is this? Like some kind of experiment going on? Fireplace. And I have no idea what that is. This is some contraption. Who knows? Captured leper gnome. What in the world? We just walked into something that we have no idea what it is. We're going to patrol the perimeter of the little blue area on our map. See if we can't find another boar. And then we still have to go into the tavern and buy Rhapsody malt for him to use. He's going to use that malt to brew his beer, I guess. And there's a crag boar. There are a couple crag boars. Let's hope we get lucky. Alright, so it looks like we got the fourth tinder boar ribs, and we can head back to Kharanos and turn the quest in. Thank goodness. Is there anything that we can't turn in? Well, we still need the Rhapsody malt for the Beer Bastard Boar Ribs quest, but it looks like all of the other quests we are ready to turn in. And you can see down here, I'm tracking how many quests that we've completed as Théoin. We have hit 17 out of 100 quests for Théoin, so... Alright, before we can turn this into Ragnar Thunderbrew, we need to go inside and buy some Rhapsody malt. I'm gonna guess from the... maybe general supplies?
What can I do for you?
No, maybe from
Watch
the
your
innkeeper.
back.
Let's talk to him.
Great to meet you.
Bound for Kharanos. Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty. Let's see, let me browse your goods. He's got Rhapsody malt right here, a fairly weak alcoholic beverage. We've bought it.
Keep your feet on the
I
ground.
forgot, we had a quest with this guy? That was the cook. Maybe the Beer Bastard Boar Ribs was... No. I'm not sure. I guess I'll talk to him in a moment. Let's start off by chatting up Ragnar out here. Alright, Ragnar, I got your ingredients.
Well met.
I'm going to need those cragboar ribs and a mug of Rhapsody malt, Théoin. I've got them. The malt is brewed, the boars are dead, and before all is done and anything said, we'll have to fight for first dibs on these savory beer-basted boar ribs. What a dork. Alright, so we've got 5 of his prized ribs that we can eat now to restore health. 290 health over 18 seconds. If you spend at least 10 seconds eating, you will become well fed and gain 2 stamina for 15 minutes. Okay, so there's a perk for eating this. And this is the recipe so that we can make them ourselves. That's pretty exciting. Let's go to the bag and learn the recipe. Let's see, how do I learn it? Yeah, new recipe learned. Beer bastard boar ribs. That's exciting. Awesome, guys. I wonder if that increases our cooking at all. What do the Z's mean up here? Does that mean I'm sleepy? Am I well rested? Huh. What does that mean? I guess I'm well rested because I was just in an inn or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Well, we've got these boar ribs that we can use to boost our stamina for 15 minutes at a time. We've got some stuff to sell as well. I'm going to go back into the inn, and I'm going to talk to the innkeeper and see which quest that was, because right now I just don't remember what quest I got from that guy. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see. Alright, Belm. What a weird name. I guess he's a dwarf. That sounds kind of dwarfish, I guess. Alright, Belm.
How are you?
Bound for Kharanos. Welcome, visitor. Have you come to the inn to rest, or do you need a new hearthstone? These look promising. I've heard great things about the Short and Stout brewery. Oh, no, the girl on the side of the road, Kaya, that gave me the sample casks, I was supposed to bring those to the innkeeper. That makes sense. I remember now. So he says, I've heard great things about the Short and Stout brewery, but I haven't had the chance to try their ale until now. While you're here, relax a little. If you need a spare hearthstone or wish to make Kharanos your home, just speak to me and I'll be happy to help. We already have that set up. Oh, I either get bread or spring water. They're both worth the same. And I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll get some bread.
Safe travel.
There's some XP. It looks like we're already over halfway to level 7. We're at 2,355 XP. We need 3,800. We're a little over $1,000 away. So we will just keep turning in quests and keep grinding through these levels in World of Warcraft. Alright, so we've got a few to turn in over here. Oh, this is the guy that needs the Shimmerweed for the perfect stout. Rehold barley brew.
What's on your mind?
He says, do you have that Shimmerweed? I almost have a batch of stout ready to brew, and I want to try throwing the weed in with this mixture. Great. I can't wait to use these in some of my recipes. There's one in particular I think it'll work great in.
Watch your back.
Alright, so we got some XP. And Shimmerweed Brewer Treads. Let's see how that compares. I believe it's 1 armor better. Yes. So right now we're wearing rugged trapper boots with that are valued at 5 armor, and these Shimmerweed Brewer Treads are going to be 6 armor. So our armor is now up to 30. Our agility is at 21. Our stamina is at 13. We'll be able to sell the old trapper boots. That was a level 1 item. This is a level 6 item. That's pretty cool. Alright. Really quick, let's talk to the tradesman here.
What can I get for you today?
And let's sell some things. I'm gonna sell this boar meat that just heals me. I don't think I need it. The alcoholic beverage, I don't think I need it. This is Grimlock's list for the quest to Ironforge. We want the mining pick. We're going to sell the shed fur. That's literally just to sell. So is the chipped boar tusk. These cragboar rib is for cooking. Tough jerky, we don't need that. The hunk of bread, we don't really need that. Linen cloth is for our first aid and engineering. We can cook the wolf meat. We can cook the boar ribs. And we'll keep these beer bastard boar ribs because they don't just heal us over time. They also make us well fed, and we gain 2 stamina for 15 minutes. So that's kind of useful. We'll sell the rugged trapper boots. Just trying to clear out the inventory a little bit, make room for future gear and things that we need. Alright, let's talk to Captain Théoin about our trip up to the Shimmer Ridge. We should be able to focus our efforts on the rest of the trolls to the east, but there's still the matter of the Wendigos in Grizzled Den. What in the world is a Wendigo? We're going to get a stone buckler, which is not a thing that we can equip, but we can sell it. You receive item, stone buckler. What was that sound, I wonder? Yeah, we got 625 XP, a silver, and 25 copper. That's quite a bit of money for one quest. Man, we're at 10 silver and 60 bronze now. It's pretty interesting. Let's see. The Cataclysm has created chaos in Dun Morogh. The Trogs have come to the surface in numbers we haven't seen before, driving our traditional enemies, the Frostmane Trolls, ever closer to our settlements. Ironforge has dispatched my Mountaineers' company to help deal with the problems. Whoa, look at that dude. Riding his motorcycle. He just leveled up. Interesting. Alright, so we have 2 quests available to us. Culling the Wendigos and Forced to Watch from Afar. Let's start here. Alright, Culling the Wendigos. The Wendigos in the Grizzled Den to the southwest of town have long been a thorn in our side. They're never quite strong enough to threaten Kharanos directly, yet they prey on travelers, mountaineer patrols, and supply convoys. I'm going to be withdrawing my observers from the Grizzled Den because I need them on the troll front. Would you help my men finish culling the Wendigo population? Without strength of numbers, they won't be able to attack us. So we need to kill 10 of these Wendigos, whatever they are, in the Grizzled Den. And we can kill regular Wendigos or young Wendigos. We're going to try to go for the big ones. Why not? Whatever a Wendigo is. Alright. Forced to Watch from Afar. The Cataclysm drove the Trogs to the surface in hordes, forcing the Frostmane Trolls to flee for their lives. Unfortunately, they've decided to settle right on our doorstep and make trouble for us. I deployed Mountaineer Dunstan and his squad to the Grizzled Den just southwest of town to keep an eye on the Wendigos that live there, but now I need to recall them to Kharanos, find them and tell them to deploy those remote observation bots the gnomes provided, then return to Kharanos. Alright, so this quest is just relaying Captain Théoin's orders to Mountaineer Dunstan, Mountaineer Lewin, and Mountaineer Vulgrim in the Grizzled Den, where we'll be headed to take on some Wendigos. Alright, and then Quartermaster Glenna here has another quest for us.
Well met.
Pilfered supplies. With the Frostmanes making trouble to our east, the Wendigos have sensed our weakness and grown bolder in their raids. I guess these Wendigos are smart enough to have raids. Only one of the 4 most recent supply wagons has made it here safely. The Wendigos made off with the rest, stashing it in the Grizzled Den, a cave southwest of town. If you're willing to go down there and recover the stolen supplies, you would have the gratitude of all the townspeople and the Mountaineers defending Kharanos. So this quest, the objective is to retrieve 6 pilfered supplies from the Grizzled Den. I guess I know where we're heading next. That looks like all the quests that these guys have to give for right now. But before we head to the Grizzled Den, we're actually going to complete this other quest, the Honor Students, where we're going to get to go check out Ironforge. So we're supposed to talk to Broland Galebeard here.
You got my attention.
And he says, if you want to hire a griffin, you've come to the right place. Have you had your fill of Kharanos so soon? Are you ready to leave for another city? Not really. We're going to be right back, I believe. You have to get this to Ironforge, eh? For a small fee, I can put you on the back of one of my griffins, and it'll take you there. How does that sound? We get 625 XP. I think we're about to level up, guys. Let's see. Yeah. Level 7. Let's go. Alright, ride to Ironforge. For just a few coins, one of my griffins will take you to Ironforge. From there, deliver Grimlock's list to Golnir Bouldertoe. You'll find him in the Deep Mountain Mining Guild. That's in the Great Forge district of Ironforge, which is right where my griffin will drop you off. Speak to me again when you're ready for the journey. Alright, so we need to buy a griffin to Ironforge from this guy, Broland Galebeard. And this is pretty much teaching us how griffins work. Yeah, this quest is really just supposed to teach us about how flight works in World of Warcraft, basically letting us know that these Griffin Masters are all over the world, and we can hire them to fly us quickly from place to place. There's no fast travel. Like in RuneScape, you can teleport from one city to another city and get there very quickly. You can go from city to city in seconds. In World of Warcraft, it's a little more realistic. You actually have to travel from place to place. So we're just going to pay Brolin Galebeard here.
On a pint?
We are here in Kharanos, and we need to fly to Ironforge.
Watch your back.
All right, here we go. We are leaving Kharanos far behind, taking the path north. Look at that bridge over Dun Morogh. It's so massive. And we're flying up this path to Ironforge, the dwarven fortress in the mountainside. And here we are at the gates of Ironforge. They've got tanks sitting on their front doorstep. That is King Magni Bronzebeard, I believe, his statue. Statue of him. Wow, look how massive this place is. And here is the Great Forge in the center of Ironforge. This is the dwarven capital, Ironforge. This is like our home capital, the capital of our dwarven nation. And it has this massive forge in the center, and you have players taking griffins in and out quite regularly, I would imagine. Ironforge guard. Let's see what level these guys are.
What can I do for you?
110. So if an
Be
enemy
good.
player were to come in here and try to wreak havoc, they'd have to fight through level 110 Ironforge guards, probably stationed everywhere. Thief Catcher Thunderbird. He's level 110 as well. Well guys, we made it to Ironforge, and I think that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode from Twinnrova Gaming. This has been Gaming with Twinn, World of Warcraft, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going on a adventure.
This is how I show my love. I'm playing it in my mind because I'm blaming on my ADD, baby.